Hi everyone, welcome to class 6 science. In this module we are going to talk about deficiency diseases in the chapter components of food. What do you mean by deficiency diseases? Diseases that are caused by a lack of adequate amount of nutrients in the diet are called deficiency diseases. Now we discuss deficiency of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main energy source and are necessary for the body to remain active. People who don't do physical work require less carbohydrates as compared to people who perform a lot of physical work. Lack of enough carbohydrates from the diets of people performing high physical activity may lead to weakness and lack of stamina. Next, we discuss about deficiency of proteins. Proteins provide energy and aid the growth of muscle, hair, nail, and skin. Its deficiency in the body leads to diseases such as kwashiorkor and marasmus. Symptoms of kwashiorkor include fatigue, irritability, diarrhea, swollen belly, and slower than normal mental and physical growth. Marasmus comes from the Greek word marasmos meaning wasting. The main cause of marasmus is the lack of both proteins and carbohydrates in the diet. It affects babies and young children. Weak legs, slow body growth, lack of energy, mental retardation, loss of appetite, and poor muscle development are some of its symptoms. Marasmus and Kawashkar are collectively called protein energy malnutrition or PEM. So why it is called PEM means it is caused because of the deficiency of proteins and carbohydrates. Now we discuss the deficiency of vitamins. Lack of vitamins in the diet can cause various diseases. There are 13 known vitamins are there which can be classified as water soluble and fat soluble vitamins. The water soluble vitamins are vitamin B1, B2, B12 and vitamin C. And fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. Let we discuss the different types of vitamins and their rich sources, functions, deficiency diseases and symptoms. Now we discuss in water soluble vitamin B1. The rich sources of vitamin B1 are yeast, meat, eggs. Vitamin B1 functions are conversion of carbohydrates into energy. Beriberi is the deficiency diseases. Its symptoms are decreased appetite, irregular functioning of the heart, and nerve inflammation. Vitamin B2. The rich sources of vitamin B2 are eggs, milk products, green leafy vegetables. Their functions are formation of tissue and keeping the skin and mouth healthy. Skin disorders is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are cracked lips, throat swelling, and bloodshot eyes. Vitamin B12. Their rich sources are fish, dairy products. Their functions are formation of red blood cells. Anemia is the deficiency diseases and their symptoms are weight loss, tiredness and irritability. Vitamin C. Their rich sources are citrus fruits, sprouts and potatoes. Functions are healing of wounds and maintenance of bones, cartilage, teeth and gums. Scurvy is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are red spots on the skin, loss of teeth, bleeding gums, and poor healing of wounds. Now we move on to fat soluble vitamins. Vitamin A. The rich sources of vitamin A are carrots, oranges, green vegetables, and their functions are helps in maintaining healthy skin, night vision, and normal development of bones and teeth. Night blindness is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are impaired vision in dim light and dryness of eyes. Vitamin D, their rich sources are egg yolk, sheefish, and liver, and their functions are helps in the formation of bones and teeth. Rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Their symptoms are softened and deformed bones can easily get fractured. Vitamin E. The rich sources of vitamin E are peanuts, almonds, sunflower oil, and their functions are improves the functioning of the reproductive system and the formation of red blood cells. Nerve damage is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are hair loss, leg cramps, and muscle weakness. Vitamin K. The rich sources of vitamin K are green leafy vegetables. Their functions are aids in blood clotting, that is to stop bleeding, and hemorrhage is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are uncontrolled bleeding and easy bruising. Deficiencies of vitamin E and K do not occur due to poor diet. The deficiency of vitamin E occurs usually by inheriting diseases from one's parents or grandparents. This diseases prevents the body from absorbing vitamin E. The deficiency of vitamin E mostly occurs in newborn infants. Now we move on to deficiency of minerals. The lack of minerals in the diet can cause various diseases. Minerals are broadly classified into two. They are macrominerals and microminerals. Macrominerals are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, and phosphorus. And microminerals are copper, iodine, manganese, and zinc. Now we discuss some important minerals and their rich sources, functions, deficiency diseases, and symptoms. Sodium. The rich sources of sodium is table salt, and their functions are proper functioning of muscles and nerves, maintaining the water level in the body. Hyponatremia is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are nausea, vomiting, and headache. The next macromineral is potassium. The rich sources of potassium is bananas, tomatoes, and meat, and their functions are proper functioning of the heart. Hypokalemia is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are abnormal heartbeat, constipation, and muscle weakness. And the next macromineral is calcium. The rich sources of calcium is dairy foods, eggs, green leafy vegetables, and their functions are formation of bones and teeth, helps in blood clotting. The deficiency diseases are osteoporosis in adults, rickets in children, and their symptoms are brittle bones, stunt growth, and weak bones and teeth. The next macromineral is magnesium. The rich sources of magnesium is dark leafy green vegetables, lentils, and avocado. Their functions are formation of bones and teeth. Hypomagnesemia is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are loss of appetite and fatigue. The next macromineral is iron. The rich sources of iron is meat, legumes, and coconut. Their functions are formation of red blood cells. Anemia is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are fatigue, dizziness, hair loss, and brittle nails. And the next macromineral is phosphorus. The rich sources of phosphorus is meat, fish, eggs, and dairy products. Their functions are proper functioning of muscles and nerves. Rickets in children is the deficiency diseases. And their symptoms are weakening of bones, weight loss, retarded nervous system. Next we move on to microminerals. Copper. The rich sources of copper is seafood, mushrooms, cashew nuts. Their functions are bone and tissue production. Abnormalities in the immune system and anemia is the deficiency diseases, and their symptoms are fatigue, hair loss, slow growth, and irregular heartbeat. The next micromineral is iodine. The rich sources of iodine is iodized table salt, fish, and shellfish. The functions are proper functioning of the thyroid gland. Goiter is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are enlargement of thyroid gland, that is the goiter disease, and retarded physical and mental growth. The next micromineral is manganese. The rich sources are tea, coffee, nuts. Their functions are bone formation. Osteoporosis, dermatitis, and anemia is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are slow growth, skeletal abnormalities, skin rashes, and dizziness. And the next micromineral is zinc. The rich sources of zinc is chicken, peanuts, and pulses. and their functions are helps in proper growth and development and fights off diseases. Retarded growth is the deficiency diseases. Their symptoms are diarrhea and pneumonia. The pneumonia disease will be affected especially in children. Deficiency of minerals such as sodium, potassium, copper, and manganese are extremely rare. More than half of India's population suffers from malnourishment. This means they do not get all the nutrients in their diets. To prevent malnutrition, the midday meal scheme run by the Government of India provides free lunch for children in schools. It aims at addressing classroom hunger, encouraging children to take admission in school, improving school attendance, and preventing malnutrition. This is one of the largest programs being conducted in the world to address malnourishment. Now we discuss about cooking of food. Cooking makes the food soft, tasty, and easy to digest. However, wrong cooking methods may destroy the nutrients in food. Vegetables or fruit should not be washed after cutting or peeling. Otherwise, the water soluble vitamins and minerals may get washed away with water. Repeated washing of rice and pulses also leads to a loss of vitamins and minerals. We should not cook food in excess of water and then throw away that water. When the excess water is thrown away, nutrients are lost. Vitamin C easily gets destroyed by heat. We should eat raw fruits and vegetables to get vitamin C.